Have you ever caught yourself adjusting your words, your tone, your choices, just to avoid disappointing someone? To get a nod of approval? Or maybe just to sidestep conflict? You're not alone. Most of us are taught from a young age to be polite, agreeable, and well-liked. We learn how to read the room, how to smile even when we don't mean it, and how to soften ourselves to make others comfortable. We learn this so well that many of us, without realizing it, build our personalities around being liked. On social media, we curate our lives to get the most likes. At work, we smile when we're told to, even if our soul is sighing inside. But eventually something happens. We burn out. We feel hollow. We realize we've become a character in someone else's story, not the author of our own. Somewhere along the line, being liked became more important than being real. We all want to be liked. It feels good. It's validating. It reassures us that we're doing something right. Approval can be addictive. It's a currency of belonging. But when you make being liked your guiding principle, you trade pieces of yourself for the temporary comfort of external validation. And those pieces don't come back so easily. But there's a cost to constantly chasing approval. And that cost is ourselves. When you try to be liked by everyone, you slowly disappear. You shrink yourself to fit into boxes you were never meant to occupy. You start saying yes when you mean no. You start tolerating things that exhaust you. You smile when you're hurt and laugh when you want to cry. You perform a version of yourself for others while your real self waits patiently backstage, hoping one day they'll get to speak. The truth is, not everyone is supposed to like you, and that's okay. Some people just won't vibe with your energy. Some will misunderstand your intentions. Some won't see your value, no matter how brightly you shine. But that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean you need to bend yourself to fit into their understanding of you. When you let go of the need to be universally liked, you free yourself to be deeply known. Because the people who truly resonate with you, the ones who get you without needing a translation, can only find you when you stop hiding behind who you think you're supposed to be. Think about it. The people you admire most. Are they universally liked? Probably not. The artists, thinkers, and leaders who've made real impact often ruffled feathers. They challenged the status quo. They didn't say what everyone wanted to hear. They said what was true to them. And yes, they had critics. But they also had people who adored them. People who felt seen, heard, understood because of their honesty. Self-respect isn't negotiable. When your actions align with your principles, regardless of how others react, you begin to live freely. You stop performing and start being. And that's when you find peace, not just acceptance. So here's the quiet rebellion. Stop trying to be liked by everyone. It's a battle you'll never win. You'll twist and contort and compromise until you no longer recognize yourself. And even then, someone still won't like you. Someone will still find a reason to disapprove. So why not be disliked for being exactly who you are, instead of being liked for being someone you're not? It takes courage to be yourself in a world that constantly tries to reshape you. It takes strength to walk away from approval when it comes with conditions. But the reward is authenticity, peace, connection, confidence that isn't built on applause but on alignment. And alignment is where the magic is. When you live in alignment with who you truly are, you attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right energy. It's not always comfortable, but it's honest. And honesty is the most magnetic thing there is. You might be afraid that if you stop people-pleasing, you'll lose friends. Maybe you will, but what you gain is worth more. You gain space for the kind of friendships that don't need masks, where your flaws don't need editing, where your silence is understood, where your truth is welcomed, not judged. These are the connections that last. You don't need to be liked by everyone to be worthy. You don't need everyone to understand you to know your value. Your worth isn't up for debate. It isn't determined by public opinion. It's intrinsic. It's unshakable. It's yours. Think back to a time you betrayed yourself to win someone over. Maybe you laughed at a joke that offended you. Maybe you agreed with a view you didn't share. Maybe you went along with something you didn't want to do. You might have won their approval, but did you win anything real? Was the cost worth it? Every time you choose to be true to yourself, even when it's uncomfortable, you build trust with yourself. You strengthen your backbone. You teach yourself that your truth matters, that your voice has a right to be heard, that you don't have to trade your integrity for acceptance. Not everyone is going to like you. That's a fact. Some people will misunderstand you. Some will judge you. Some won't stick around. But some will. Some will love you for your authenticity. Some will feel safe because of your honesty. Some will be inspired by your courage to be real. So stop editing yourself. Stop shrinking. Stop softening your edges to make others comfortable. Be who you are, boldly and without apology. The world doesn't need more likable people. It needs more real ones. The journey to self-respect often starts with disappointing others. It starts with saying no, with drawing boundaries, with speaking up when it would be easier to stay silent, with choosing solitude over fake connection. And it's in those moments of discomfort that you reclaim your power. You are not here to be liked. You are here to live, to grow, to express, to connect authentically. You are here to be real. And when you are real, you give others permission to be real too. That's how we change the world. Not by being palatable, but by being powerful in our truth. Imagine waking up and not checking how others feel about you before deciding how you feel about yourself. Imagine walking into a room and not wondering who likes you, but wondering who you like. Imagine posting something online not to be praised, but because it means something to you. That's freedom. That kind of freedom is contagious. It's magnetic. It's rare. And it's what happens when you stop trying to be liked by everyone and start liking yourself enough to be exactly who you are. Philosopher Immanuel Kant believed that true morality arises not from pleasing others, but from acting according to principles that respect the dignity of yourself and others. He emphasized autonomy, the idea that we must treat ourselves not as means to an end, but as ends in ourselves. When you live your life trying to be liked, you're allowing others to dictate your moral compass. You're treating yourself as a means to gain their approval. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for more current day life advice rooted in Greek philosophy to help you think deeply, choose wisely, and live with quiet strength.